FM. You may not have your own business, your whole structure. Talk about physical evidence structure done, but you may have part of the building completed. You may have some machines to work. These are things that we expect business people to know.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. That's really matter. Welcome to the channel. We talk about anything. So today I have a video for you guys, and this video is about the one district, one factory. Remember that I made a video and I said that it's a good thing, but it's a long-term investment. Maybe 10, maybe 20, maybe 30 years, maybe 40 years before they will see anything about it. A lot of companies are going to go bankrupt. Why? Because people are rushing themselves to join because they are getting government support to do it, and they're going to do a lot of things that they don't have the money to do it, but they are just doing it anyway. So we're going to listen to a lot of people that have done the same thing and now think that the government should help them, but they don't understand what went wrong, and we're going to check it out. So before I show you guys the video, I want to thank everybody that's going to watch this video. Like it, comment, share it with your friends and family, and I hope that you guys subscribe to this channel.
Yeah, mineral water, you brew bottles. And in we are doing something for noodles. I order machines nearby. But where do we get the working capital?
This guy is acting like he's doing a favor for the government. He has opened too many jobs and now doesn't have the capital to open his company, and now he wants money. Can he stick with one thing, and then after you start building up, then you can open other products, but not at the same time?
The promises now upon that, and I feel say a bit boy into sometimes.
If the company has operated, because if management was made aware that Exim Bank was not going to give us the money upon completion to operate the factory, there was no way we would spend our last peso to commission the project.
Today is 27th. They're expected to be paid by the end of the month. I don't know where I'm going to conjure the cash to pay them.
These people think they are the only people open companies, so they should get all the money. That is what I get from these people.
Nation supposed to be there for its people. China developed their country, they blocked everybody, and they developed their country. Deliberate policies, protecting themselves and making sure they got to where they are. Now they are rich and they are now hitting us. We cannot continue to talk about level playing field, because what they are doing, this is a direct attack on us in our own country. My brother, if you come to the factory, you'll be shocked. You'll see the cylinders plenty. We can't take them out.
What happened is that China wanted the market. The only problem is that the Western countries have the market. So what they did is just open the doors for cheap labor, that the Western countries will come. They will do business with them. They will also start factories in their countries. They will learn it from the white people. Plus, they got access to their market. And then they start doing themselves. In Ghana, in Africa, we want to do it ourselves. We want to produce goods and want to send it to abroad. But the problem is that we don't have the customers, so we have to find it ourselves. And that is what people don't understand. This is what we are suffering. In Africa, Ghana can make products, but which African country is going to buy it? That's another problem. If other African countries want to buy it, that's a different story. But you see, only the tomatoes people are buying, and that's it. And the cassava, maybe Togo. But we should do production, capitalism. We make stuff and we produce, we sell it. We produce, we sell it, like how the Chinese are doing. They're just exporting the stuff cheap into our countries. Everything is cheap. That is what we should do. We make it, we sell it cheap. We make it, we sell it cheap. That's all. So we flood their country with the cheap stuff that we are doing from Ghana, maybe in Togo, maybe in Nigeria. We flood it up, and that is how the Chinese were able to make money, not the other way around.
We are doing well, not too well as expected, but because most of the companies are not completed, so we are still in the process of getting all of them through. But the good news is that we are sure at the end of our tenure we'll be able to achieve this feat.
Now listen to this man. This person have wisdom that every business person should listen to, because this guy is saying exactly what the government has done for these people and what they didn't see.
In the central region, the Kumfi Fruit and Juices Factory, the first factory established under the One District One Factory, appears to be a shining example of productivity. The Kumfi juice is everywhere on the market.
The key ingredients of the policy was also to make sure that we get companies, these 1D1F companies, to focus on exporting so that Ghana can get a lot of foreign exchange to also shore our currency and make it more stronger. That is the essence. But we are doing well, not too well as expected, but because most of the companies are not completed, so we are still in the process of getting all of them through. But the good news is that we are sure at the end of our tenure we'll be able to achieve this feat. Because note that when a country is able to produce more and we eat what we produce and we even export more, we're able to get a lot of foreign exchange, and which will help us, strengthen and make our currency very robust, and to be able to face the challenges that are affecting this depreciation. The key ingredients of the policy was also to make sure that we get companies, these 1D1F companies, to focus on exporting so that Ghana can get a lot of foreign exchange to also shore our currency and make it more stronger. That is the essence. But we are doing well, not too well as expected, but because most of the companies are not completed, so we are still in the process of getting all of them through. But the good news is that we are sure at the end of our tenure we'll be able to achieve this feat. Because note that when a country is able to produce more and we eat what we produce and we even export more, we're able to get a lot of foreign exchange, and which will help us strengthen and make our currency very robust, and to be able to face the challenges that are affecting this depreciation.
It is expected that once the factories are set up, let's use the case of Casa de Europa, Petersfield as an example, they are not in operation now. You go there, when they started they had about 150 people working there, but when you go there,
has a very peculiar issue. You see, I'm sure that they wanted a certain amount of money from Exim Bank, and Exim Bank was able to give them some money. They were not able to give them all, but we were expecting the company to see to the most important aspect of the business and focus on trying to get those things done before setting up the whole company. You understand what I'm making? Assuming with these factories, the government is doing that. Government is doing that by making sure that these companies are operationalized. In other words, these companies are set up to do the business that they've anticipated to do. That's the government's interest. Government will not go and say to any bank by force, give them money. No, government will not do that.
See ya.